Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So, if you haven't checked out the other videos already, I've done the Telecaster, the Stratocaster, and humbucker guitar, meaning my SG, for videos on this to see what it sounds like with the Boss Katana 100 here. This is the 1x12 combo, and as promised on the last one, here's the acoustic one. And of course, we're not going to be throwing distortion and stuff through this because you don't do that with an acoustic. But this amp converts itself to an acoustic amp when you select the acoustic selection on the dial. It is only for plugging in an acoustic guitar safely. And I'm sitting pretty close to this thing, and I'm on the 50-watt range. So anyways, I'm going to give you the tone of my guitar first, not being amplified, and then I'm going to turn on the preamp here. And my preamp is set with the bass, mid, and treble all at 0 or flat, okay, aka 12 o'clock. The amplifier's bass, mid, and treble is also all at 12. By default, of course, Boss's delay for digital and the reverb plate are turned on automatically, which is a kind of nice accent sound, but we can add in chorus effect, etc. And my gain is at about 8:30, my volume is at 9, and my master is at 9 o'clock on the dial. So here's the acoustic first, just by itself, no amplification. Oh, let's turn that off first. Okay, so we're going to turn the preamp up, and we're going to put that about 11 o'clock. Add some chorus effect into here. I like chorus. And I'm going to turn off the delay because I don't need a delay in there. Now here's with just reverb. It's a little bit of plate. That's a lot of chorus. That's full blast chorus. Spring reverb with the chorus. Now I'm on the 100-watt range. Not much different, not a lot of difference. Now I know it's totally bouncing and flattening out my meters for the recording, but it is loud, it is very clean. So let me try and turn the gain down on the mic, and we'll redo that part. Okay, so I'm going to have to just not talk because the mic's not going to pick me up very well. So we just have the guitar. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me pretty good now. I had to turn the gain back up on the mic. But you can definitely hear the difference, right? When I turn the gain down on the mic, I didn't change anything over here at the amp, and it still outputted pretty good on the meters. It's just not blasting, so sorry if I blew your eardrums on that one. But it's clean, as you can tell. You know, when you hear the difference between it, you know, just pounding the crap out of my levels, and then turning it down for the mic side, and still the amp is, you know, it's pretty good and loud. You know, because it's said here, like, oh, let's go back here. So here's again with the way it was. And I'm not even strumming that hard. And it just makes my meters go whang, you know, like more than 100%. But and I'm sitting right beside it and no feedback, you know, and that's not even up loud, you know, that's just kind of like where I like it to be, type of thing. And you can turn it up much louder, I'm sure, before feedback's going to kick in, and still be sitting right beside it. But I mean, it's really not that necessary to have it that loud in the room, not in a room this size anyways. But if you're playing on stage, it's going to output. You got plenty of space, headroom. This thing will definitely cut through the mix, even with the electric guitars. It's going to get over top of your drummer and everybody else without any real difficulty at all. So great amp, works perfect with acoustics, but you do have to have the amp switched over to the acoustic mode in order to safely use a acoustic guitar with this amp. Okay, that circuit was designed to make this a dual purpose amp. And like I said, for electric guitars, you don't use the acoustic mode. It is an acoustic circuit. Okay, so it's kind of one of those things where you don't plug an electric guitar into an acoustic amp, and you don't plug an acoustic guitar into an electric amp. But in this case, we can definitely plug the acoustic into the electric amp because it has the acoustic circuitry in it that when you turn that dial to acoustic, it converts the amp into an acoustic amp. So that makes a huge difference there. So for example, if I was to plug my acoustic guitar into my Roland Cube 60, that may not necessarily be a very good idea. Now would it? No, because I can and would have the potential to damage that amp. So it's not designed for that. Even though it has an acoustic mode, it's an acoustic simulator to make your acoustic guitar, or sorry, to make your electric guitar sound like an acoustic. That's a huge difference between that amp and this one. Okay, this one here, the Katana, is designed to use this, where the Cube 60 is not designed to use an acoustic electric guitar with. So that's a huge difference. Now, I personally, I'll be honest with you, I've never once in my life caused damage by plugging an acoustic guitar into an electric guitar amp that's a specific electric guitar amp. However, I also never turned the levels up high enough because I really couldn't anyways, because it would start feedbacking. So I could only get to a certain point, and number one, it would start to break up, so I'd have to back it off, or two, it would feedback and of course break up. So that's why you're not supposed to plug an acoustic guitar into an electric guitar amp. However, if you plug an acoustic guitar in to an amp like this, where it's dualed, or a specific acoustic guitar amp, you can turn it up quite loud in a small room and not have any feedback happen. And it can be deafening, I'll say, okay? Get rather obnoxious. But that's where your differences are. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and having patience. Sorry about popping your eardrums or making your eyes bleed with that high volume level output at the beginning, but I did, you know, kind of turn down the gain to show you the differences too, so that you actually could hear it. Because I know when the meter's over blast, it does break up and distort the sound. So I wanted to kind of bring those levels back to a more reasonable level for you, and still have the output here. So anyways, hey, if you're not subbed, please sub. Smash the bell too while you're at it. You'll get updates from my channel. check out all my other videos on this amp, and there'll be more videos to come, of course, over time. And hey, we'll catch you on the next one. Ciao.